I got skills with the rock.
And you be Austin like Steve Austin. Steady flossing, we cash her from hitting mash burn.
On the break, you want me to take it? He's took with a left, right, it should. Look,
More steals than Ricky hid from the Pac-10.
I ain't new to this. I give assists like a high school tutor. But who the hell said being a kid was easy? But ain't nothing going on but cash and be ballin'. But I guess they all is 'cause they hear a brother fallin'. Don't sweat it, everything's gonna be alright. Let's go back a few years to be exact. High school, the fools didn't know how to act. This ain't Joe's the whole
Kendrick,
different. But I was good on
normally,
the
when we start this game show, I tell you skyline of Dallas to start off. But tonight, because of you, I thought about you when I did this. I said, what would make Kendrick happy tonight on a night like this where Anthony Davis comes back and we just beat up on the Brooklyn Nets? I found this site right here, and I wanted to specifically point this out to you why I chose this right here. This is where JFK got shot at, right? This is exactly where we're gonna be starting the parade route after when we win the championship. On this championship run, we're gonna start a parade route right here. Right here. This is right here. This is exactly where we're gonna start.
Oh,
yeah. This is where I thought about you. I said Kendrick might want to get a good.
it's kind of
Coming start the parade.
It's kind of apropos. It's kind of apropos. You want to start a parade right at the spot where a man got half his head blown off. But hey, if that's where you want to go with it, go right ahead. Back into the left. Back into it. Speaking of that, our president said he's one step closer to releasing them Kennedy photos or Kennedy videos. So he don't look out for that. But yeah, man. Other than that, man, happy Maverick Day, man. Happy AD back day, man.
Yeah, the Deasley Plaza cam right here. This is where we're gonna be starting the mass parade at when we win the championship right here. We're gonna meet up over here, and we're gonna end up. We're gonna go all the way around and end up in the Whiskey Way.
Yeah, man. Just make sure you're not going in no convertibles like the last guy who drove down that route did. But anyway, happy Mavs Day.
We had security.
Hey, it's a lot of crazy people in this life and time right now. What's security right now? But anyway, happy Mavs Day, man. Happy
Elm
Day.
Street. We're gonna put it on Elm Street.
Hey. Yeah, AD's back. The Mavs get a dominating victory over the Brooklyn Nets. Man, I mean, AD, yeah, man, I'm here for it. I'm here for it, AD. I mean, you know what AD stands for. You know what AD stands for, right? After Dirk, after Doncic. After Dirk, after Doncic. I mean, yeah, man.
Oh wow.
AD,
really?
the greatest Maverick to ever don a jersey for 6 quarters. The greatest Maverick, the most athletic Maverick, the most dominating defensive Maverick, the greatest scoring Maverick. I mean, this is the greatest athlete we've ever put in Dallas Mavericks uniform. AD. I mean, to see that guy dominate out there, he got 12 points and 6 boards, 3 assists, couple blocks. I mean, he just put the team on his back and just rolled and just carried him up to a big victory over the Brooklyn Nets. You know what I can't wait for? Tomorrow night. I mean, after seeing what he did in the borough, we got to see him on Broadway tomorrow night.
Show the Madison Square Garden, the mecca of basketball.
Yeah, man. I mean, it'll be such a shame. I mean, after this debut, I mean, ain't no way Jason Kidd can sit him out tomorrow night. I mean, please don't sit him out tomorrow night. I mean, he's going against Carl Anthony Towns. I mean, he's got to show him. He got to show him that he's the greatest Kentucky Wildcat, man. He's going against all those centers that the Knicks got. He's got to put on the show. So hey, I'm looking forward to tomorrow night. AD doing his thing and the Mavericks getting a big win, because just like Walt said, we going to the championship, right? Right.
Yep. We on our way back. On our
We
way
going
back.
to the championship. You know this. You know what? This the first of. This the first of many. I mean, AD. But when he's done here, I mean, forget Jordan. Forget Jordan 3-peat. He gonna 4-peat. He gonna 4-peat 4 straight championships in this city. Walt,
Michael,
when
who?
AD done, we're gonna have 5 banners up there, man. The best is yet to come.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. You feel it. You feel it.
Yeah, man, I'm ready. I'm ready to get them championships ready. AD, man. AD. I'm ready to print them championships. You
Now,
heard from Walt
that word-
Chisholm right there.
that word on the
The
street
parade
is-
route is set. Championships are plenty.
Yeah. Now the word on the street is that the Mavericks actually wanted to shut him down, but Anthony Davis said, "Nah,
Yeah.
I got to come back. I got to come back and show what's the name. I got to show these
You
people."
gotta come back. You gotta come back. I gotta show people because I'm the greatest Maverick to ever play 6 quarters. I'm the greatest Maverick to ever play 6 quarters.
Oh, your girl
I
is
gotta
about
show
to
these
speak.
folks, man.
Your
You
girl's
don't
about
need
to
Dirk
speak to the rest of the
Nowitzki.
crowd.
You don't need Luka. You don't need Derek Harper. You don't need Brad Davis. You don't need Steve Nash. You don't need Michael Finley. You don't need Mark Cuban. You don't need none of them clowns. I'm the greatest Maverick to ever step in 6 quarters in the career of basketball in a Dallas Maverick uniform. I'm the greatest 6 quarters I ever seen. I mean, come on, man. Walt, get ready for championships galore. We print championships right now. First off, who needs Kyrie? Just sit him. You could trade him. We got AD. I mean, the greatest talent God ever made in for a basketball form. Are you ready, Walt? Are you ready to ride this ride?
I was just listening to your girl. She just gave a goodbye speech to the fans of the UConn Huskies, Paige Beckers, in her last game at
Man,
home.
You know what?
The
Who
new
cares
face
about
of
Paige
Dallas.
Beckers? Who cares about Paige Beckers? We got AD.
Don't get beside yourself.
AD. We
Don't
don't
get
care
beside
about
yourself.
nothing. Listen, Walt, you have convinced me. We don't care about nothing but AD. I don't care about no Cowboys. We don't care about no Rangers. We don't care about no Stars. We don't care about if the Dallas Sidekicks were still a team. FCF Dallas.
Don't get
TCU,
beside
SMU.
yourself.
We damn sure don't care about no Cedar Hill High School program, not Oak Cliff Bible Fellowship.
All right, now
Not
you're
none of that. What we care about is AD. AD, man, is all about AD. Forget Dirk Nowitzki statue. You just throw that piece of trash on over in the corner on his neighborhood. We need to build an AD statue
Put too much
right
on it now.
there in the purpose in the presence of Dirk Nowitzki statue. We need to take Dirk Nowitzki statue down and put a bigger AD statue because it's AD.
Calm down. I mean,
AD.
AD.
Come on, man.
Now.
Did you see that? Did you see that? Did you see them 6 quarters?
I had to stop.
My goodness. Redefine basketball, William. Redefine basketball.
Sounded, yeah, Nessa, he sounded some kind of special. I don't know what's wrong with him.
Ness, you didn't see it. I saw the greatest basketball player God ever put on this planet. AD, man. AD.
Oh, somebody calling you out right now. If you don't care about the Cowboys right now, only AD, why are the Cowboys had today?
Listen, man. I was such in shock of what I saw. I just put on anything. I really just put on anything. My bad. I apologize. I just put on anything. But what I saw out there, it's all AD.
Yeah, full of crap is what he is.
All right, man. I seen the greatest basketball player God ever made. Hey, forget Michael Jordan. AD.
Well, we actually have the highlights of AD, as you keep calling him.
Yeah, AD. Come on, man. Come on. I want to see these highlights.
Yeah.
Do I need to do I need to do stats and facts? I mean, it would be a such disrespectful manner to announce stats and facts while AD is on the replays. It was showing the replay.
I mean, why
It'd be
not?
such a
Why
disrespect.
Why
Huh?
not? Might as well kill two birds with one stone.
I mean, I don't want to do it, but if you want me to do it,
Yeah, everybody over here wants you to calm down anyway. So maybe
I mean, no, I'm not calming down, man. I saw AD. Come on, what you talking about? But I will do stats and facts. Brought to you by me, myself, and I, and Walt Chisholm, and Did you see it? I don't want to miss nothing. I don't want to blink and see greatness and miss greatness. I mean, my goodness.
Right, this is that shot right there is when I knew to start playing the parade route. That's when I started playing the parade route.
That shot right there, that shot right now, I forget a parade route. Four straight parade routes right there for AD. Come on, man. What you talking about? One parade route, man. You see that pass? He say he just sucks the offense into one spot. Look at that. Look at that pass right there. You understand that? That's greatness right there, man. That's greatness.
That was tonight too.
Yeah, man. Forget Kyle Jones. AD. What are you talking about, Kyle Jones? Please.
Oh, don't worry. Don't worry. In a few minutes, we're gonna be talking about March Madness. We're gonna get the HBL. I went live and witnessed HBL yesterday.
Haley Van Lith? That's what you talking about? Man, nobody.
Can you get a sense of the facts?
Please. Nobody cares about Haley Van Lith. AD. What are you talking about? All right, let's get the stats and facts.
Oh, dang. Sorry. I wish you came up to me and said something.
Ness, when the moment you said Haley Van Lith, you lost your privilege to talk basketball. All right.
I was
120 to 101. 120 to 101. Why you not talking about AD is just amazing me. 120. Anthony Davis 120. The Brooklyn Nets 101. Big time win for Anthony Davis over the Brooklyn Nets. Let's get to the stats and facts.
Yeah, it was too crowded, Nancy. You're right. It was too crowded.
Yeah. The Dallas Mavericks, mostly AD, shot 56%, 31 from 3, 32%. Meanwhile, the Brooklyn Nets shot 11 to 33 from 33%. Mostly Anthony Davis, not much of the Dallas Mavericks, shot 12 of 16 from the free throw line, 75%. The Brooklyn Nets shot 10 of 14 for 71%. Special this, mostly AD, just a little bit of the Mavericks. I had 41 rebounds to the Brooklyn Nets 37. And mostly AD had 11 offensive boards to the Brooklyn Nets 9. Assists, 34 to 30 in favor of AD and the Mavericks. Steals 10 to 7 in favor of AD and the Mavericks. Blocks, unfortunately, AD can't do it all for us. The Brooklyn Nets had 2 blocks to the Mavericks 1. Pretty sure that was AD himself. Total turnovers. Thanks to AD, the Mavericks only committed 11 turnovers to the Brooklyn Nets 19, which Brooklyn conceded 31 points to the Dallas Mavericks, mostly AD. And meanwhile, the Mavericks only conceded 14 points. None of that had to do with AD right there off their 11 turnovers. Fast break points, 18 to 14, mostly distributed by AD. That was advantage Mavericks. And points in the paint, 64 to 54. You know that all had to do with that man. You saw this right there. Anthony Davis, AD. Mavericks had a big advantage there. All right. Let's get to the individual box score, if you will. Ness and Walt Chisholm talking about Haley Van Lith. Y'all must have lost your mind. Who cares? All right. Let's kick it off with the man of the hour, AD, Anthony Davis, big number 3. 27 minutes. He was 69 from the field. Oh, 2 from 3. I'm pretty sure that wasn't his fault, missing those 2 threes. That probably was Dwight Powell's fault. He's most of his fault. Somewhere or another. Also had 6 rebounds. Also 6 rebounds and 3 assists. Those 3 assists were critical in the Mavs win. He was a plus 12 with 12 points. I mean, every point he was a plus on it.
the best player in basketball. That's what you get. PJ Washington had a co-starring role in this, but it was mostly AD. 31 minutes. He had 16 points. He was a +8, 5 assists, 2 boards. He was 7 of 12 from the field, 1 of 2 from 3, 1 of 1 from the free throw line, thanks to Anthony Davis. Kai Jones, he can take all his points, his 13 points to Anthony Davis. But he was a +11. Had 9 boards in this game. 3 of those were offensive rebounds. I'm pretty sure Anthony Davis taught him how to do that. He also was 3 of 5 from the free throw line, 5 of 5 from the field total. I know Anthony Davis had much to do with that. Basically teach him how to shoot jump shots in 28 minutes. Spencer Dinwiddie, 29 minutes. He had 16 points. He was a +11 this game. He also had 12 assists inspired by AD. He got his assist on today. Also had 4 steals, 1 board. He was 7 of 10 from the field, 2 of 5 from 3. 0 of 2 from the free throw line. I don't know that had nothing to do with Anthony Davis right there. And Klay Thompson, 25 minutes. He had 8 points, but those 8 points were surely responsible by Anthony Davis. He was a +6. So you can thank Anthony Davis for that.
Oh.
He also had 2 assists, 3 boards in this game. He was 3 of 9 from the field, 2 of 8 from 3 on the game. Najee Marshall had him a big day, 22 points. All contribute to the fact that he saw AD tie his shoes. He also was a +22 on the night. He had 2 assists and 4 boards in this game in 27 minutes. He was 9 of 15 from the field, 2 of 4 from 3, and 2 of 2 from the free throw line. Dwight Powell, 16 minutes. He was 1 of 1 from the field, 2 of 2 from the free throw line. He was perfect. All thanks to AD. 4 points. He's a +9. Also had 6 rebounds. Man, AD's rubbing off on him. He had 2 assists and 1 steal. And Brandon Williams, 19 minutes. Had another good game. 15 points. He's a +8. Had 1 steal, 4 assists, 5 boards in this game. 2 of 2 from the free throw line, 1 of 2 from 3, 6 of 10 from the field. All contribute to the greatness of Anthony Davis. And Max Christie, 10 points. He's a +9 too. 1 steal, 2 assists in this game. He had 5 rebounds in this game. He was 3 of 9 from the field, 2 of 6 from 3, 2 of 2 from the free throw line in 26 minutes. He dedicated this game to Anthony Davis. And Jaden Hardy, even though he only had 13 minutes, he was 2 of 7 from the field, 0 of 2 from 3. Had 4 points, a -1. He had that minus, but he apologized. I heard through Mark Stein, he apologized after the game to Anthony Davis for getting a minus, +. Also had 2 assists in this game. As we look to the Brooklyn Nets, Williams, 22 minutes, 2 of 6.
Before you go to Brooklyn Nets, real quick, if you missed it earlier, the Dallas Mavericks, the parade route, we've got the location where we're gonna start at right here. If you missed it, just real quick, right here, this is where JFK was shot at. We're gonna start the parade route here.
Yes, this one, man.
Right here where JFK got shot at. We're gonna make our way around.
His head shot off right there. Yeah, no, he didn't get hold on. He didn't get shot at. That's where JFK got half his head shot off. When you get shot at, you still survive. Okay. He didn't survive that.
Okay. So, we're gonna make a new memory here.
Yeah, so you need to put lines on people when you got shot at. I've been shot at before. I've been shot at before. So,
we like to tell the story on why how you got shot at.
He got half his head shot off. No, I'd rather not.
You sure? You sure?
Okay. All right.
But here again, right here, Dealey Plaza is where we're gonna start the parade route at and make our way back around in the Whiskey Way.
All right. Now let's get back to the Brooklyn Nets. Zion Williams. He had 22 minutes.
What is Kendrick doing?
6
Credit,
points. He's a -19.
Credit AD for everything. He's being a smart ass.
1 steal
is what he's doing.
1 assist and 2 rebounds. 2 of 6. No, I mean exactly what I say.
No, he's not.
2 of 5 from 3. Cam, yes, I am. Yes, I am. Cam Johnson, 30 minutes. He was 6 of 13 from the field, 1 of 7 from 3. Pretty sure he was scared of AD every time he took a shot. 4 of 4 from the free throw line. 17 minutes. I guarantee none of those were inside the sheer presence of AD. He was a -9 at 8 assists and 2 boards. Nick Claxton, 27 minutes. He was 8 of 11 from the field, 2 of 2 from 3, one of 3 from the free throw line, 19 points. I'm pretty sure he scored all them points when AD wasn't out there. He was a -11. 3 assists, 7 boards in this game. Martin, 27 minutes, same thing. He was scared of AD all night. Only 6 points. He was a -12. 5 assists and 4 boards. And Johnson, a G leaguer. He's an RAD. He wanted the jersey after the game. 29 minutes, 3 of 7 from the field, 0 of 2 from 3, 2 of 2 from the free throw line, 8 points. He was a -12. He had 3 assists and 4 boards and 1 steal in this game. Walford, 28 minutes, 5 of 9 from the field. He had 12 points. He had 4 assists, 1 rebound. Pretty sure they had all to do with AD. He only had 1 board. Wilson also, 18 minutes worth of nothing, 3 of 7 from the field, 1 of 3 from 3. The sheer greatness of AD only made him score 8 points in this game, just 2 rebounds. Lewis, 15 minutes, another G League, 4 of 6 from the field, 1 of 2 from 3, just 2 boards, -7. AD had a lot to do with that. His intimidation on the defense end, just 9 points. And Clowney, 22 minutes, 2 of 7, 2 of 4 from the field, 1 of 3 from 3, 1 of 2 from free throw line, just 6 measly rebounds, wasn't nothing much. 2 assists, he's a -3, 6 points. AD had a lot to do with that dude. And Sharp, a guy that's been rumored to be a Maverick in past with doing trade rumors. Don't need that wimp. We got AD, 24 minutes, 5 of 8 from the field, 10 points, -6, 7 boards, 4 assists and 4 steals. All that probably was done when AD was sitting on the bench. And Walt, that's your stats and facts of this AD victory over the Brooklyn Nets. AD 120, the Brooklyn Nets 101. Walt, back to you.
Thank you so much, sir, for
Yes,
that
sir.
sarcastic ass.
No, it wasn't, man. That was pure love.
It was
that was
very
pure love.
sarcastic.
That was pure love. That was pure love. Pure love
was
for
no
the greatest
love
Maverick of all
whatsoever
time, Anthony Davis. Yeah.
Even Shan was questioning what the hell you were doing out there.
I'm just recognizing greatness, man. I mean, I thought the greatest basketball player I've ever seen was Michael Jordan until tonight. Sorry, Mike. You gonna move down the rung.
You definitely did see the impact of Anthony Davis tonight.
Yeah, man. I mean, that was the greatest impact I ever seen. My God. I mean, I got nothing else to say, man. I'm blown away. I'm right now. I'm just speechless. I mean, I don't know what's this. I don't. Do we got an interview? Do we got an interview? Please tell me we got an interview.
Go Kendrick, boo Dallas Stars.
Wow, really? Dallas Stars? What they said?
Dallas Stars are up 2-0.
Thank you, thank Anna.
Yeah, bring Brian on the top hockey instead of this K delusion.
What? Ness, sweetie, love you, love you so much.
Yeah, clearly, she loves you too.
Yeah,
man.
I know.
So we got AD back tonight. The Mavericks wanted to shut AD down, and AD tonight. I mean, AD said no. There is not going to be any shutdown. There ain't going to be no tanking. What's going to happen is I'm going to come out here and
Superman took off his glasses, ripped open his jacket, flew to the rescue, man.
You know what it was? Why I think AD decided to come back was he seen those Mavericks games on the bench. He was like, man, they so close to winning these games. If I was just out there, we could probably win these games and be in a good.
I don't win them.
Yeah, we can blow them out. We can win these games.
Yeah, we can blow them out, man. We can win any game. We can win any game we want to win. I mean, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I mean, with him out there, I mean, you can put the both all-star teams from this past season. I think we can whip them by 10, man. What about you, Walt? You think that?
Well, yeah. Real quick update.
Yeah, let's go. There you go. Yeah.
It's already looking ugly out there in USC right now. Is that they are already up 10-0 on Mississippi State. Juju and them.
Yeah, Juju doing her thing. And like Brian said, Stars up 2-0. So, Anna, I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, so check this out. The Mavericks gonna be the first team to win a championship without a point guard.
Yeah, we don't need. Who needs a point guard? Walt, you with Anthony Davis out there, you and me can run point guard. You and me can play point guard.
That's very
and all
true.
we gotta do is throw it in AD. I know I still got a 3-point shot. I never lost that.
So you
I
can
still
get
got
so you can
3
get
point
the run.
shot. Now
You can
I
get the
don't.
run
Now,
out
now
there.
I don't. I don't have much else anymore. It ain't like I'm back. I don't have much else anymore. But I got a set 3-point shot. I can give you that.
Look, Kendrick. Kendrick, like we need to call them up, see if they got a jersey for you over there at the AAC. Let me call over there, Coach Kidd, see if we got get some run out of
Let me
you.
tell you something. If they didn't have me in them corners in the finals, we'd probably won that championship last year. I just leave me open them corners, boy.
Sham says, I think B Will been taken after Kyrie, to be honest. The way he gets to the rim is nice. Ain't he on a 10-day contract?
Yeah, it's unfortunate. He's only. It's unfortunate. He's got only 3 more games with the. It's unfortunate. He only got 3 more games with the Mavericks.
Yeah, his days are numbered.
So you better look at it. You better look at it as much as you can, because after these next 3 games, he won't be on the roster no more. So,
yeah, we know Kessler Edwards. Was it Kessler Edwards? His days are over.
Yeah,
tonight
his
game.
His days is over. So yeah, once you get that second 10-day, you're a 2-way player. That's it. That's it. So, but yeah, man, AD's back. Who needs him? We don't need point guards. We don't need guards. We got AD. He's about 2.5 players.
Walt, I hate hockey. I left my last job because I lost interest in the NHL. Damn. Damn.
Well, I guess we know you won't be watching the NHL playoff this year.
Yeah, I'm bringing him back over Hardy and Dinwiddie. Kessler only has 1 game. Oh, I thought tonight was his last game.
Oh yeah, he got 1 more game, then he's done. Yeah,
okay.
Done.
Well, his time is up.
So, at least you learn to shoot threes before you end it. So.
Yeah, and so tomorrow night, the Mavs are gonna be in the mecca of basketball, in the heart.
Yeah, man. Hold on.
Square Garden.
AD versus Carl Anthony Towns.
On his first back-to-back.
AD versus Carl Anthony Towns, man. Kentucky Wildcat versus Kentucky Wildcat.
Is he hurt? Is he playing?
No, he's playing. He's healthy.
Okay.
He's ready to go, man.
Yeah.
Kentucky versus Kentucky, boy.
Is this game on TNT tomorrow night, or how
does it work? Man. No, don't tell me that. No, AD's playing. AD's game. Listen.
No, I said it's a game on TNT.
No, it's on TNT. Start. No, Sham say he's not AD. No, he's got to play. He's AD.
Yeah, no, he's probably playing. Now, what he won't do is he probably won't play.
Shoot.
He probably won't play Friday or Saturday. Which day is
40 minutes. Hey man, listen, we trying to win games. Give him every game. The great AD. Give him all of them.
He probably won't play Thursday night. He's either not gonna play Thursday or he's not gonna play Saturday.
He done missed 18 games. He's ready to go. He said, I didn't hear him in the interview. He said, listen, I ain't come back and miss no game. I want to miss games.
Will said he's getting 2 days. He's getting 2 days rest. Okay.
2 days rest. How you not playing tomorrow against Carl at the Battle of the Kentucky Wildcats? Something must have happened. I think I blame Jason Kidd on this. I blame Coach Kidd. He should be fired.
He's already on minutes restriction.
Fire Coach Kidd. You can't keep a guy like that keep a guy that out of the game. Come on, man. Fire Coach
Yes,
Kidd.
I can. We got to bring him back slowly.
No, he's the great AD.
We don't want to overwork that groin. We don't want to overwork that groin.
He's the great.
I'm with you, Steph. Kendrick Hush.
He's the great AD. He's got to play. He's got to let him know.
Well, it's no secret why LA lost. They got Luka Doncic over there, so that's why.
We got who cares? We got AD. He's got to play. We don't win without AD. We got to win.
Didn't they lose to the Bulls? Didn't they lose to the Bulls on Saturday night too?
I don't know. I was watching the tournament.
Yeah, I think the Lakers lost to the Bulls.
I don't get it, man. I don't get it, Shams. Why AD's not playing? I mean, good grief. I put this on the group chat. I remember I put it. Let me see when I put it.
Yeah, they actually got blew out by the Bulls.
Yeah, I put this on the group chat about 2:54. You want me to read it?
Wait, so the Lakers lost. Wait a minute. Lakers lost to the Bucks, the Bulls, and tonight the Orlando Magic. They're on a 3-game losing streak, and LeBron is back.
Yeah, they lost every game LeBron have been in.
Well, Brian, I don't know, Brian. Maybe.
He tried to dunk. I think I saw him today on NBA. He tried to dunk. He tried to dunk on somebody. He caught the rim. He caught the rim. I said, I never seen that before. He caught the rim.
Well, to quote you, it might be time.
He caught the rim. I said, what? What is that?
Los Angeles losers. Wow. Ouch, Anna. That's hurtful.
Anna, I don't understand how you. I'm still trying to figure out how you don't like hockey. We gotta get chicken back on, man. We got to. We missed them last season. Missed them last week.
It's an acquired taste.
I'm all. Ever since I got that app, I'm all in.
Yeah, it's an acquired
But
taste.
yeah, okay. All right. So AD's not playing tomorrow. So pretty much probably the Mavericks gonna catch an L. By the way, the Phoenix Suns are playing right now. They're playing the Milwaukee Bucks.
Yeah, we haven't taken a look at the standings in a while. Let's take a look at the standings.
And they're on NBA TV. Yeah, the Mavericks right now have a half game lead on the Phoenix Suns. Like I said before, Phoenix Suns have the tiebreaker. If both these teams end with the same record, Phoenix gets the advantage because they won the season series 3-1. But if you want to get to the standings, like I said, Mavericks have a half game lead since they won tonight. You can get the standings. I'm looking at the score.
I already got it here on the screen.
Right now, the Bucks up 15-12 midway through the first quarter. That game can be seen on NBA TV. If anybody want to watch that, you've got NBA TV. Check that out. Right there. Speaking of the standings, like I said before, the Mavericks have a half game lead up on Phoenix. They're 35-37. And the Phoenix Suns are 34-38. If Phoenix loses, the Mavericks go a full game up to 10. If Phoenix comes back and wins, then the Mavericks drop back to 11, just like I said, because Phoenix owns the tiebreaker in the game. I mean, in the season. Excuse me, 3-1. So that's what we have it right there. And both teams in the loss column are 2 back of the Sacramento Kings. Keep an eye on that. Who play? The Kings are playing the Celtics tonight.
Oh no! Oh no!
So what?
Oh no!
So what?
Oh no!
Oh crap!
Oh
crap!
No!
Oh crap!
Oh,
did she
no.
just tear her knee?
I don't know, but she down on the ground and she's screaming.
No!
Oh crap!
And if anybody wants to know, Juju Watkins holding her right knee, screaming in pain.
Screaming. Oh no!
Midway through the first quarter, 13-10, leading Mississippi State. Juju Watkins down on the ground, holding her right knee in obvious pain. Don't know what's going on, but she was writhing in pain, holding her right knee. In this regional second round playoff game against Mississippi State.
Oh,
maybe she's okay.
Yeah, no. Please tell us it's not bad.
She seems to be distraught.
Yeah. No.
As they help her up, she can't put any weight on her right knee. That's bad. They might well carry. They're taking her off the floor.
Yeah. Oh no, this is not good. Yeah, she can't even.
That's bad.
No. So what happened?
I don't know. I was watching the Phoenix Suns and what's called it game. I had it on the thing. So all of a sudden when you said no, I just saw. I turned
I
it
just
back.
happened. I was looking at the deal, and I just happened.
Don't know what obviously happened. Gonna check Twitter or X.
No, no,
Um,
no, no. This is not good.
let me see. Jew. Okay, let me see.
Oh man, stunned silence right now.
No, nobody's saying nothing. Just
Shams,
saying she went down.
those two with the torn ACL. Yeah, I agree with you on this. And the way she grabbed it, and the way she couldn't. Yeah, it's
So Sam, you saw it. What she have? Did the knee buckle?
the way she was holding it, couldn't put no pressure on. That's definitely.
Cause I ain't see it or what actually happened. Yeah, man, she couldn't put no weight on. She looked distraught when they set her up. Um, she looked distraught when they set her up. So prayers up for Juju. That's the story of the night right there. In sports. Not just the tournament. That's the story of the night. Oh, hold on, it's showing it back. Oh no! Oh yeah! Yeah! That's tore. That's tore. Well,
oh,
that knee kind of look like Kyrie. That knee
yeah,
kind
you
of
see
like
it.
Kyrie when he buckled.
Yeah, you see it.
You remember how
Yeah,
Kyrie's buckled?
yeah.
That's Torre ACL.
Oh, oh,
Yep.
oh,
Oh yeah.
oh,
Yep. That's a torn ACL.
oh, oh no,
That's a torn. That's a torn
oh
ACL.
no, oh my God, Jesus
Yeah, that's a
Christ.
torn ACL. That's a torn ACL. That look exactly like Kyrie's. It
Oh,
buckled. She planted and the knee gave out. Yeah, man,
geez,
that changes everything. That changes everything right there.
it does.
That changes everything. That changes everything in that tournament.
It does.
We'll see. We'll see if USC can can. I mean, if the team can bounce back from this, because
A stunned hush has come over the crowd
because
as everybody's favorite basketball player, Juju.
yeah, man, that's
You
tough.
know what?
That's tough right there.
Now I'm gonna have to go get me a Nike Juju shirt.
That's tough right there. Cause that looked like a torn ACL. That looked just like Kyrie's
Oh
injury
man,
where she planted.
you can see it on Kiki's face, man.
It planted and that knee just gave out.
Uh, Stunned hush over the crowd right now. Oh man.
All right, yeah. Don't like to speculate, but
Even
that
even Lindsay looks puzzled right now.
don't like to speculate, but that looked like Kyrie's injury. Well, it looked like a torn ACL.
That looked worse. That looked worse because Kyrie was what's the name, but she played it and it went the other way.
It went the other way, and you can see the knee just wobbled. It like because if you understand, your knees held together by ligaments, and your ligaments is torn, your knee basically is loose. So unfortunate blow. I hate to see that, man, because I mean that girl got the world at her feet. What she's doing. I printed out. I mean, I don't know if Walt got the text. The on just him in my just the text where I was talking with just him. I don't know if he got it. Well, I put it out there. I said that 2020 WNBA draft is going to be stacked with Juju, Madison, Hannah, and Michaela, and that draft in 2027. But that's obviously a blow. We hope she can bounce back from that. But yeah, that looked bad. It looked bad. Way she screamed. yeah, and she couldn't put no way on it. So, you know, prayers up for Juju.
Oh man, you just hate to see that happen. Man, you hate to see that
Yeah,
happen.
yeah, man. You hope. Listen, you hope right now. You hope USC can get their focus back. I mean, they're up 15-2, but you see something like your best player go out. Obviously that's a damage. That's a blow damage for the rest of the tournament. Their odds just went right. I mean,
Well,
their odds.
yeah, they were even talking about it in the UConn game that the everybody was looking forward to Paige Beckers versus Juju.
Yeah,
Time.
like I said, I'm not saying that they can't get to the they can't
No,
get to the Elite Eight, but their chances of getting to the Final Four took the biggest hit. I mean, this is worst. This is worst case possible right here.
it is,
So,
but they thought they were gonna. Everybody thought they were gonna get at least the Juju Paige Beckers matchup one more time in college before what's the name's last year.
like I said, they should be good enough to get this game, but I can't. If they get to the Sweet 16, I can't predict anything else than that. They may be good enough to get this game, but I can't predict them. Getting no farther than getting to the Sweet 16. So, but hey,
since we're here, I mean, we might as well go ahead and switch over to
what a way to switch. What to switch over.
Yeah, what way to switch over
with that?
Jesus Christ.
Right.
That sucked life out of the room. As Lindsay's trying to get the team back together, they look dejected. Their fearless leader is out right now. Okay.
Yeah, she gonna be out. She ain't out just for a little bit. She gonna be out. All right. I guess we get to the tournament. Hold on. All right, quickly we switch our thing. Oh, also, like I said, Mavericks play the Knicks tomorrow at 6:30. That game will be on, I guess, TNT.
No, it's not.
That'll be on
it's
TNT.
Not. But TNT should try to pick it
up.
No, they're not, because Anthony Davis not playing, so it's they good.
Okay, no, it's gonna be on. Hold on, it's gonna be on channel. It's gotta be on channel 8. It's gotta be on channel 8. No, it's not on channel 8. It's gonna be on channel 29. Okay. So the Mavericks are switching. They broadcast. They did have it for channel all these games for channel 8. So now they're switching the broadcast back to channel 29. Okay, all right. Channel 29, 6:30 tip. Mavs and Knicks from the Garden. All right. Now we're at
the women's bracket as we were.
You really want to?
Yeah.
Might as well you get to rip the bane out. Okay.
So I have two brackets. I have Notre Dame and I have UConn is one. So I'm just gonna grab my Notre Dame bracket. And right now, if UFC was to win, then they would play Kansas State in the next round.
And
it's
boy,
Kansas State that put out in Kentucky yesterday.
Kansas State put out my dollars on Kentucky in a great game yesterday. That was an overtime game. Big shots. Big shots by a lot of listen, man. Big shots. Wasn't it Poindexter? I mean, she hit 8 threes. You can't do nothing with that. Shout out to Kansas State. Right now, they're probably, whoever they face between Mississippi State or USC, they're probably going to be the favorite to win that game, especially seeing what we just saw. So Kansas State's got a pathway to get to the Elite Eight to probably face UConn, but who won today? But yeah, man, that was a great game. Also a great game. Was Alabama and Maryland today. That went to double overtime.
What a game that was.
Whoever that girl was, Sarah. I mean, I don't know who. What name? Sarah Ashley Parker had 45 points for Alabama. But big shots by Maryland Point.
Two big threes.
Both teams was in the hundreds. Big time win for Maryland. That was a fun game. I watched the last part of that. That was a fun game to watch right there. But those are the two games of the tournament so far to me. As Maryland moves on in that part. But Walt, to get back to the
bracket got tore up by Oklahoma Sooners today.
Yeah, Iowa got destroyed by Oklahoma. Yeah, they were destroyed. That was a massacre, especially in the second half. So Oklahoma moves on to play UConn. So that'll be a big time game coming up. And like I said
congratulations,
before,
Oklahoma, because now you get fed to the UConn Huskies.
Yeah, and like I said before, Kansas State will play the winner of USC Mississippi State. USC now 25-6. Mississippi. So the loss of Juju not affecting the USC Trojans so far, but you gotta understand. They're gonna step up. They're gonna step up. If they get past this game, they're gonna step up in competition against a hot Kansas State team. So the winner of that plays Kansas State
Texas, Illinois,
in the Sweet 16. Yeah, Texas had a dominating victory. They play Illinois.
Yep. Next, and then no, they played Illinois and won. Now they play Tennessee.
They played. Oh yeah, I'm sorry. They played Illinois. Had a dominated. Malika Booker had a big time game. So yeah, Texas moves on.
That's Maddie
Booker.
Okay, so yesterday I had the pleasure of attending TCU game live. Boy, was it a great atmosphere in there. It was live, it was loud, it was crazy, it was rambunctious.
Yeah, I saw it.
They kind of they struggle with this Louisville team, Kendrick, but you know, them struggling against this Louisville team.
That Curry girl, she had what, 41?
Yeah, well, I don't know, but it wasn't 41 enough to help them win this game. But watching them struggle against Louisville just solidified that next week the TCU run is over with. It's over, big time.
Why'd you say that?
Oh well.
Why'd you say that?
Notre Dame.
Notre Dame. You do know they beat Notre Dame early in the season, don't you?
Yeah, they did, but it's gonna be different this time.
Oh, you think so, huh? Okay.
Yeah, gonna be a little different situation this time.
Well, I hope your girl Olivia Miles actually plays.
Yeah, she got hurt too. She got hurt too in the first game.
So you kind of been passive to Helena to Hannah Hidalgo. So she's been passive a little bit. Just been trying to be a number 2 pick, but it is what it is. Hopefully, step a game up, or they will get beat. Well, hey, had a big.
Notre Dame destroyed Michigan yesterday. I mean, destroyed them.
Yeah, that thing's pretty much over.
Tennessee destroyed. Ohio State. Duke beat Oregon. North Carolina beat West Virginia. So we headed for a Duke North Carolina matchup.
Mm-hmm. It's the first time both. It's the first time.
Go ahead.
Oh, it's the first time both of those schools actually played the women actually play each other in the tournament. The first time they actually will play each other in the NCAA tournament. The women. So.
Ole Miss beat Baylor. Ole Miss beat Baylor. Baylor tried to come with it at the end, but it just wasn't enough. LSU, they destroyed Florida State earlier.
Yeah, that game was close. That game was close early, but Florida State imposed their will in the second half, and just pulled away.
Yeah, and well, congratulations LSU, because now you get fed to NC State here in the next round. That's gonna be a key matchup. Very key matchup.
That may be a good game. That may be that may be
a damn good game.
That may be a pretty good matchup right there, man.
That's gonna be a damn good game. It's gonna be a damn good game. We are entering.
Listen, that's gonna be a matchup where you got an experienced team versus a young team.
Right. We're entering the Sweet 16 now for the women's bracket. South Carolina, they played yesterday. They played Indiana. They didn't destroy them like they destroyed. Okay, so help me out with something, kid.
No,
help me out with something. I want to see, do you believe this?
Right.
Okay. Do you think that the NIL deals is having an effect on the March Madness tournament? Because in the first round, I just want to read you these scores. I want to read you these scores. These are all the number one seeds: 84-48, 74-49.
Oh,
103
okay.
Hold on. 103-48.
Okay.
71-25. 92-57. 81-58. 103-34. 108-48. Hold on, there's another one down here. 70-49. 105-61. 101-68. 106-54. I mean, if you look at these numbers,
and listen, I'm not trying to be I'm not trying to be like rude, but but listen, we gotta understand something. The men's and women's college game is different. There's a little bit of a talent differential in the women's game. So you do see these kind of scores. Now you don't see like the 60-point losses. I don't know who they were, 50-point games like we had in the tournament a couple times.
Got up 90. But got up 90. Got like 80 or 90 points one.
But you do see blowouts, especially in the opening rounds. I do hope that we get more competitive games. You know, in the Sweet 16.
Well, we are going to get them now.
Brand. You don't
in the Sweet 16 and Elite 8 because now these are the
real
good teams.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I hope there's not going to be blowouts because when you get blowouts, eyes just turn to something else. Especially during the weekend when you're competing. And let's face the fact, they're competing against the men because they're basically playing around the same days and times and stuff like that. So, you don't want to see too many blowouts. You want to see good competitive action, good competitive games. And that's what we see. Hopefully we see that during the Sweet 16.
It's not even about I guess not serious. First off, we don't have a Cinderella story right now. That's one. Number two, we haven't had any last second buzzer beater shots yet. We hadn't had any walk-off shots yet.
Well, you haven't any walk-off shot, but you had, like I said, the Alabama Maryland game was pretty good.
That's about as good as we got this so far.
Kentucky Kansas State was pretty damn good. Those went down to that. There wasn't walk-off shots, but those went down. You want to see games like that. You want to see games that go down to the wire, competitive games where it's the last.
You want to see a walk-off shot in the tournament.
So, and nobody, like I say, it's hard to be invested if you're a casual fan to be invested in a game that you've seen a team beat somebody by 40 or 30. I mean,
we see it 60, 70, and 80 point games.
You're not going to watch that. I mean, you're not going to, unless you're a diehard fan of that team. You're not going to watch that. So,
okay,
like I said,
for example, yesterday when we were watching the Louisville game, the girl in front of me was telling me that Louisville had 9 freshmen start on the court, and I'm like, wait, that 9 freshmen playing against seniors? in TCU?
Yeah, they got a young team.
Yeah,
They got a young team. Louisville's got a young team. Yeah, they
But-
got a lot of
but when I
freshmen. So this
when I say are the NIL, but when I say are the NIL messing up the are they messing up the deals? Because if you're good right now, if you're good, you either if you at a small college, the next year you're gonna go to a big college. So you're not gonna stick with the small college and stick around and figure out how good the team is. You're gonna be out of there.
What? Well, and you gotta understand something. These schools have a certain amount of money. They just can't just pass out money. It's kind of like a unwritten rule, unwritten salary cap. They got a certain amount of money, so you can't get like a team just going out just paying for every big time player they can. Everybody has a certain amount of money they can spend, and once you spend all your money, you done. So it just depends on what type of player you can get in there, what they want, and it's basically you at the beck and call of that talent. If the talent sees that you're not paying the most money, they'll go somewhere else. But sometimes maybe they'll go for cheaper. It is a business now. It's not about just schools and schools and the university. It's a business now. You want to get paid, and you just seen it. Well, we just seen it in the first quarter. These women put their body. These women and men put their bodies on the line. You don't know. You hope with modern medicine, you got a feeling that she'll be back, but you don't know. You got to see the extent of the injury, and what's happening. So, of course, these college kids, they want to get paid because they're out there. They're one play away from their career being over. You hope that's not for Juju, but they're one play away. That's why I've always advocated that even in college, these people, these men and women need to get paid. The jerseys are selling, but they're not making no money. I remember I watched the Fab Five 30 for 30, and Jalen Rose he made that point where he said, I see my jersey in a store and I don't get no money off of it, and I can't even afford to put gas in my car or get a slice of pizza. And that kind of reason why he went out. He left early. He left early from Michigan and went turned pro, because he's putting all his money into the university and he's not getting nothing out of it. So but anyway,
with NIL, hell, we seen a team manager out there getting money now, and now he done switched schools. Now he done left where he was at. Now he's going to Stanford, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
So this
NIL,
NIL,
it's a bit.
This NIL money is crazy, and kids aren't going to be rushing. Kids aren't going to be rushing to leave college to go to the WNBA or the NBA just that soon yet.
Yeah, and guess what? It's gonna get crazy and crazy. Listen, they talked about Cooper Flagg. Maybe he not, because Cooper Flagg making a ton of money in college. He can afford to stay. He can afford to stay another year.
For the Charlotte Hornets, who might have the number one pick.
Well, that make you want to stay another year also. But he's making a ton.
Hey, listen, want to stay.
But listen, he's making so much money in college, he can afford to make that choice if he wants to make it. I mean, if you're not happy about where you may go, stay another year. I mean, the money's he's getting paid crazy money, so you can afford to stay. You can afford to stay another year if you want.
This is true. Okay, now let's go over to the men's side, at which the Sweet 16, their games will resume on Thursday. So there won't be any games on tomorrow or Wednesday, but all the games resume on Thursday.
Right. Okay, where are we starting from first?
Oh, we got another one. We got another player down on USC, Samuels.
I think she got hit in the face.
Yeah.
Boy, good grief, man! And the coach said, "I just can't win. I got people that's laid out."
I think she thought that was a cheap shot. Lindsay did on that one. Yeah, everybody.
As they work on another Trojan.
Everybody look at the
I think
crowd
she's
like,
okay.
Like, how's that not a technical? Or how's that not a foul?
I think she got hit in the head.
Yeah. Well, we're gonna take a look at this. Let's see here. Let's take a look here.
Let's see. As she goes up for the basket.
She hit her head on the court going down. Nothing was.
There's nothing. Oh no, she hit her head on the court. There's nothing
on the court when
malicious.
she came down.
Yeah, she just fell on the court. She hit on her court. There's nothing that the Mississippi State player did. So that's just unfortunate. So
okay,
hopefully
so
she's all right.
over here inside,
ain't nothing else going on.
I gotta tell you. I was excited about this one right here. I was so happy to see this game go down the way it did. And I'm talking about your Florida Gators. I also chose the Florida Gators to win on this bracket. You dubbed them. And I told you when we were going through this bracket, I said, man, I hate that we get in this game so early. But if they do go to get them this early, Florida's going to get them out the way. And that's what they did, UConn. And then you got a hero, Bobby Hurley, whatever he is.
God, sitting up there crying.
I hope they don't screw you like they did us today, Baylor. I hope you don't get done like that. Take the L and get off the court.
I mean, I'm trying to figure out what the hell's wrong with this dude. I mean, he's like a clown. I mean, really, he's like a clown right now. He's got little brother syndrome. Dan. Dan Hurley. He's the little brother of Bobby Hurley, the great Dookie. Back in the day with Christian Lake, and he's got a little brother syndrome. His brother was so great. I guess he was left out of anything. So it just screams of just craziness with this dude. I mean, learn how to take an L, bro. You gonna win, you gonna lose. That's sports. You're not gonna win everything. You're not gonna win all the time. If you think that, man, you crazy as heck. I got some swampland in Canada. I really do got some swampland in Canada. Say if you want it. If you think that, but excuse me.
Yeah,
take the L, bro. Take the L.
Bro. Take the L and get on.
I mean, take the L. Take the L. You lost. I mean, go home. Get ready for next season. You won 2 championships in a row. I mean, some schools in this tournament ain't got one championship. They never won a championship. So I ain't trying to hear all that, man. You were 8 seed or 9 seed, whichever one it was, for a reason. Yeah, y'all didn't have a good year this year. You didn't. So you were 8 seed for a reason. Nobody stole nothing from you. You got beat by the overall number 1 seed in the tournament. Okay. So Florida gets the win over UConn, and they will face Maryland, who let me tell you something, man. You took that was a buzzer beater. The center for Maryland got it with a floater bank shot to beat Colorado State 72-71. It was the 4-5 matchup. It was a back and forth game. Give kudos to Colorado State. That's a good basketball team. And Maryland, listen, Maryland showed me something, man. They showed me fight because I thought Colorado State at one point they was going to take this game, but Maryland showed some grit. They came back and get the dub, and now they face Florida in the Elite Eight. It'll be a 1 versus 4 matchup in that in that Sweet 16 round. Walk.
Right. Houston, another game that we saw that we talked about earlier in the Houston versus Gonzaga. I was like, that's another one that's early. That you got to see early. I didn't want to see it this early, but Houston won.
Yeah, it was a 1 versus 8 matchup. Houston gets the win. Gonzaga came back. I thought at one point Houston was going to get these boys up out of here, but Gonzaga showed some grit. They came and made a game of it. Houston had to go down to the wire. They was able to get the 81-76 win over the Bulldogs. So the Cougs advanced to the Elite Eight, and they play Purdue, who, thank God, Purdue, you got my revenge over McNeese State, who beat my Clemson Tigers. Clemson, you let me down, but Purdue advancing to the Sweet 16. They will play Houston in that Sweet 16, 1-4. They beat McNeese State. That was a 4 versus 12 matchup. They beat McNeese State 76-62 in the game. Also, the head coach for McNeese State, he's going on to greener pastures. Who I think he's moved on to coach the North Carolina State Wolfpack or something. He's been the new head coach of North Carolina State, so he's going to green pasture. So, but yeah, Houston versus Purdue in the Sweet 16. Well, who else we got?
The matchup, another matchup that I told you about, I was excited about, was Auburn versus Creighton. Creighton gave them all they could handle up until a certain point. Auburn just took off.
Yeah, Auburn versus Creighton. Yeah, the Blue Jays. Yeah, man. The fighting Blue Jays. They just ran to a tiger, and a tiger beats a Blue Jay any day of the week.
Yeah.
So I felt sorry for the Creighton kids. The fan base up there was crying, but yeah, you knew you were gonna get handed there. Auburn gets the win, 82-70. The number 1 seed. They move on to the Sweet 16, and they will face Michigan. Yeah, Michigan, who beat Texas A&M very handily, especially in the second half, 91-79. The Aggies go home. The Michigan Wolverines, who are the Big Ten champions, move on, and they play Auburn in the Sweet 16. That's a 1-5 matchup. Also, Walt, we saw Ole Miss.
Well, hold on. Let's talk about this, Kendrick. My good friend, Chris Beard over there coaching them. No, you know Chris Beard.
Yeah.
Chris Beard, we go back a little bit. My buddy Chris Beard. I mean, is this a Cinderella story? People didn't expect this to go on. Ole Miss is just beating everybody. I mean, Ole Miss, can they beat Michigan State?
Yeah. Ole Miss. They dismantled North Carolina, and then they kind of dismantled Iowa State, and now they move on to play Michigan State, who got the win over New Mexico, 71-63. But now that sets up a matchup between Ole Miss and Michigan State. Listen, man, Ole Miss. They seem like the hot team right now. They're playing some good basketball. Now they're undersized. It'll be a good matchup between strength and power and speed and agility. If Ole Miss can play up and down like they've been playing against North Carolina and Iowa State, I give them a puncher's chance to beat Izzo's boys. So it'll be a good matchup. Listen, I don't think Ole Miss is gonna get blown out. I think they're gonna make a game of it. And if it goes down to the wire, who knows, man? Mississippi Ole Miss versus Michigan State in that other Sweet 16 matchup. The winner of that matchup plays the winner of the Michigan-Auburn matchup in the Elite Eight in the South to see who goes to the Final Four coming out of the South. But yeah, man, Ole Miss playing some good basketball. Walt, as we go back to the West, we talked about the Florida and Maryland matchup coming up. The lower part of the bracket, we saw Drake. Unfortunately, Texas Tech was his Kendrick Lamar. As
Texas Tech was his Kendrick.
As Pistols up, the Red Raiders defeat Drake, send them back to the 6.
I hate you so effing much, man. I swear to you.
77, 264. 77.
Yeah, let's talk about another upset. Let's talk about another upset. John Calipari beating on Rick Pitino. Everybody claimed the St. John. Oh, St. John.
Include me. I thought St. John was back, but St. John's
on the high horse.
Yeah, and people thought Rick Pitino. People thought Rick Pitino, include me, was going to take these boys at least to the Elite Eight. But John Calipari takes an Arkansas team and a team nobody really thought would get this far, and now they're on to the Sweet 16 to play Texas Tech, and I give them a puncher's chance. They beat St. John's 75-66. There's another team that like this peaking at the right time. While it's like the Ole Miss Rebels, they're peaking at the right time. It's a 10 seed, and they're playing some good basketball. And this may be Coach Kyle's his best coaching mark yet. If he can get the win over Texas Tech and get these boys to the Elite Eight to play the winner of either Maryland or Florida.
Another matchup I told you about that's gonna come to fruition. This Kentucky and Tennessee. Kentucky's playing some good ball. Kentucky's been playing some good ball. They got hot at the right time.
Yeah, Kentucky, the former team of John Calipari, they're number 3, so they beat Illinois 84-75. They will take on Tennessee. That looked like a matchup was already set. Who beat UCLA 67-58. That's going to be a good matchup. That's a 2 versus 3 matchup right there.
The winner of this game is going to the Final Four.
So you got the winner's game beating the winner of Houston Purdue. Come out. The winner's game coming out of the Midwest.
Yeah, well, Houston's Purdue. That's a given.
Yeah. So because the winner of this game takes on Houston or Purdue. So you got them coming out. The winner's game coming out of the Midwest. This will be a classic. These teams are no strangers to each other. These are 2 SEC teams. I think they split the season series between each other. So I think Tennessee won in Tennessee and Kentucky won in Kentucky. So this will be a pretty damn good game. Walt, as we go back to the east part of the bracket, the top part of the bracket, we know the Duke Blue Devils. They, like you said, they dispatched Baylor very easily. Right now, they look like the best team in the tournament overall.
They dispatched Mount St. Mary's too. The fight, what'd you call them? What'd you call them?
Yeah.
Fighting Christians.
Well, God wasn't on their side that day.
Fighting Christians. What was that you called them the other day? You called them something.
The fighting Christians. God wasn't on their side that day.
The weapon that formed against Kendrick and that weapon was the Duke.
The devil won that round.
Yeah. The devil did win that round. The Blue Devil won that round. My Lord.
Yeah. But the Duke, they also dispatched the Baylor Bears. It was a bad day for Baylor. Yesterday, the men's and women's went out. But the men's, they got dispatched really easy in that game, 89-66. Also, they will be taking on Arizona, who beat Oregon 87-83. Pretty good game there. So Arizona and Duke in the Sweet 16. These 2 teams are no strangers to each other in Sweet 16 matchups. I think they faced each other 3 times. Duke winning 2, Arizona winning 1. So this should be hopefully a good matchup. But give me Duke in it. I think this will be Duke's toughest test. If you notice, also while Duke lost to this team early in one of those tournaments. So this will be a good matchup. They should have Duke's attention in this round. Also, Walt, the Fight Mormons beat the Wisconsin Badgers. Advanced to the Sweet 16. That was a 6 versus 3 matchup. 91-89. Wisconsin tried to come back, but BYU held them off. They will face Alabama, who beat St. Mary's, the other St. Mary's, pretty handily, 80-66. So it'll be BYU in the other Sweet 16 matchup in the East, facing Alabama, the number 2 seed. That'll be a 2 versus 6, and in that lower bracket. So, Walt, how you like those 2 matchups in the East? Duke and Arizona, and BYU and Alabama.
About Duke. Anybody that comes through, they're gonna get fed to Duke at this point. You're just getting fed to them.
Okay. What about the other half of that bracket? BYU and Alabama.
Yeah, not too worried about that one. Whoever makes it plays Duke, and Duke is gonna smash them.
Okay. All right. So that's the update to the bracket right there. Once again, let me recap. As far as anybody wants to know, Sweet 16 in the South, Auburn versus Michigan and Ole Miss versus Michigan State. Then in the West, you have Florida versus Maryland, and then also Texas Tech versus Arkansas. In the East, you have Duke versus Arizona and BYU versus Alabama. And in the Midwest, you have Houston versus Purdue. And then a big time, I think it's going to be the matchup of the Sweet 16. Kentucky versus Tennessee.
All right, man. Real quick, so we've got some post-game interviews from the Mavericks game. Real quick, we got Coach Kidd, we got AD, and we got Najee Marshall. But let's start with Coach Kidd first.
Yeah, I thought it was a positive experience. I thought a lot of things we tried to keep his run short, and then we tried to keep him under his minutes, and I thought he did an incredible job. I thought his rhythm was good, and just being able to play for the rest of the guys. Sometimes when you get a player back like AD, you want to throw the ball to him every time. And I thought the guys did a good job of being aggressive and letting the ball find him.
Yeah, and then defensively, I know he wasn't kind of concerting all of his energy out there, but what is his presence like, and how does that change you guys defensively?
Yeah, I think it helps us defensively in a big way to have two bigs and then being able to protect the rim. The one thing we got to get used to is for our smaller guys to not foul as much when guys are driving, because we have a big behind us, and so that'll take some time. But a lot of positive things on the defensive end, and then I thought the pace of the game, and then just the ball movement, the 10 assists in the first quarter, and then to have 9 in the second quarter was really good.
And to that point, Spencer, another really high assist total night. Just what did you think about what he's able to do?
Yeah, I think when you look at the Indiana game and the Detroit game, and then tonight his ability to play make, he had 12 assists tonight, and just the ball moving, and then understanding the defense of how they're playing him, and being able to find other guys. I thought he just made the games really simple and easy.
When you guys shift PJ down to the 3 instead of the 4, how does the game just change, or how are things different for him, if at all, on the court?
Yeah, I think for him, it's he's going to be bigger than most threes, and it makes us a big team when he is at the 3. But then when he is able to play the 4 with AD, but I thought in the zone he did a great job of playing in the middle, being able to score, and then also being able to play make.
Najee came off the bench for the first time since March 3rd. What does it do for the second unit when you have a guy like that who's contributed so much in the first unit for when so many guys were hurt?
Yeah, I think just understanding, one, he's a pro and he's done everything we've asked him. And again, I think coming off the bench tonight, he was aggressive and being able to play make, and then also being able to score. And he did that at a high, for us. And that just gives us our depth of being able to bring someone like that off the bench is big, and most likely he's going to start tomorrow. But just looking at, if we're healthy, being able to have someone like that can score, play make, and then also on the defensive end.
You haven't had many games like this tonight, Jason, where you out-rebound a team. What's that like for you in order to get a rebound advantage tonight?
Well, we've been small, so not to discredit those guys. They are competing to try to get the rebound. But tonight we're big when you talk about PJ at the 3 and AD at the 4 and Kai at the 5. And so to be able to limit those guys to one shot and then being able to take care of the ball and get out and run was big for us, and we got off to a good start.
What are some of the things you have to do tomorrow night in order to piggyback on what happened tonight?
Yeah, they're a little bit bigger, and so just understanding they have some guys out, and but they're talented, they're well coached, and we got to turn the pace. We got to play better tomorrow, and we got to be able to take care of the ball and rebound. The physicality is going to be there, so we got to be prepared for that.
What was it like returning to Brooklyn to see Vince Carter's jersey above with yours? And also, how did he make the game easier for you?
Yeah, it was great to see Vince's number up there. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to be here to celebrate with him, but I think it's incredible that the Nets, as an organization, recognize Vince as a teammate. He made the game easy. There was probably a lot of passes that he turned into highlights. And he enjoyed the game, and he's one of my favorite teammates that ever played with. And so, to see the Nets again recognize him for not just his on-court but off-court achievements is incredible. See you guys tomorrow.
Okay, that was Coach Kidd. Kendrick, do you have anything to break down from Coach Kidd's assessment there?
Oh no, man! He just it's good to have AD back. You see the little piece on Coach Kidd's mind. Hey, he's got the greatest basketball player ever, AD. So why wouldn't he be piecing his heart and his mind, love everywhere around for everyone. But I do got a quote from Dr. Evans Jeffries. If you don't know, he kind of hit Kyrie's injured nail on the head. Just basically saying what we kind of fear. Quote. This is on X. Quote. I don't like the knee buckling. I don't like the buckle of the right knee with the foot strikes the ground for Juju Watkins. The fear, looking at it would be fear of the fear of it would be an ACL tear.
Yeah.
So and he hit the nail around here for Kyrie. If anybody remember, he came around and said, "Yeah, it looks like an ACL tear." So
yeah. Well, here we go. The man of the hour, the man we've been waiting.
Oh my goodness! The whole state of Texas been waiting for this.
Yeah, we finally got him. Let's go to it.
He made it through a game.
Interview.
Kind of upsetting that he won't be playing tomorrow.
It's all right. Here we go. Here's AD.
I felt great. Honestly, it's physically I felt great. It's the mental aspect. When you're coming on something like that, to mentally be ready to go out and play. And in the first couple of minutes, well, the entire process, I was mentally ready. But then getting into game action where you can't really anticipate what the opposing team's going to do. So, I overcame that in the first minute or so, and from there it was just about being smart. Obviously on the minute restriction. I think Jay Kidd did a good job of managing that, even when I felt like I was good to continue. Making sure that he protected me. But for the most part, I felt great out there.
Was the injury that happened in the February game, was that in any way related to what you were dealing with before, or was it a completely separate issue?
I don't know. I'll talk to the doctors. Not 100% sure. I mean, obviously everything in your body's connected, but a direct correlation, I'm not sure.
What have the last 6 weeks been like as you've been trying to get back and sort of watching what's going on with the rest of the team and all the injuries you've had with Kai and everybody else?
Yeah, I mean, it was tough. Obviously, you see these guys, battling, every single night. Winning close games, losing close games, blowing teams out, being blown out. They landed on the line. So for me, it was never, I thought about if I was going to come back and play, especially if I was healthy. We're on demand. Guys are hurt. Gav live. Kai goes out. B. Will was out for a little bit with his hammy. Jaden was out. PJ was out. So it was tough. I mean, seeing guys come to the locker room after games and leaving out on the floor, laying on the floor in the locker room, just gassed and to the point of exhaustion. So there was no doubt I was going to come back and play, but that makes you want to come out, and play, with these guys. They leave it on the floor and battle each and every night. And that's one of the leaders on the team. I just want to go out there and do as much as I can to get him a breather at least.
You obviously came here, part of coming here was to play with Kyrie. Obviously helped him out after the injury, off the court, I should say. What was that whole night like to obviously see that happen and kind of have to go through that as a group?
It was devastating. Obviously, Kyle's a phenomenal basketball player, but even more phenomenal human. And anytime anyone goes through something like that, injury like that at magnitude, it always sucks. Obviously the initial injury, an initial moment, just want to give him space. Then he came back to the locker room, got everything out of his system, and excited about the rehab process. Obviously, you see now he's streaming and he's I'm not sure if he got surgery or anything yet. I'm not 100% sure, but he's in a good headspace. He's been around the team. He was on the bench tonight, so to see him in a great headspace is good for our teams. Good for me, and I'm pretty sure good for him. So obviously it sucks, but we got to hold the fort down for this season. That we obviously in the race right now. Phoenix, they playing Milwaukee tonight. But we're in the battle. We're trying to get to not just a 10th seed, but past that, wherever we can go. And with 12 games left, try to make a push and see what happens. And when we get into play-in, playoffs, anything can happen. So just trying to keep the guys connected. Get guys back in the swing of things, trying to get myself back in the rhythm in the swing of things, and be ready for this push that we're trying to make.
How much damage do you think this team can do if you get into play-in?
Yeah, we just got to get healthy. We're getting live. It's on its way. Gav. We just got to get guys healthy, and once we do that, we'll go as far as our health goes. I think as a healthy team, we're really tough to beat. But when we're not healthy, then it's going to be tough to win games for sure.
You've been around the team, obviously with the legends. You're with Gaff, you're with Live. What has it been like kind of going through practices, whether it's 5-on-5, 3-on-3 with those guys?
With the legends?
Yeah.
It was good, man. The guys are really good at basketball, man, and got me, still working with. I think their season's over though, right?
I think it's close.
It's close. So, they got me right. Pushing me, the times that I practice with them, playing 5-on-5, attacking me, making sure that all the movements and functionality of my body was great for me to go out and feel comfortable to play tonight. So I appreciate those guys. Got a little vibe with them, and I know they're appreciative of me. They came to me and told me that I even pushed them. So it was good for that. And then Live and Gaffer obviously continuously getting better each and every day, and can't wait to get those two guys back.
You're not playing tomorrow, right?
I don't think so.
You play Thursday?
Yeah.
It seems like you've just really been itching to get back on the court. Just what are the conversations been like with Jason, Mavericks staff, just of like, hey, I want to be back, I want to help my team. And they're like, hey, we got to make sure.
Yeah, I stressed that to him. Once I'm 100%, whatever that time was, and we got games left that I'm gonna play, and we all huddled up and got on the same page, and like I say, went through the rehab process and was able to play tonight. But it was never a moment in my mind that unless we ran out of games, I wasn't 100%, I wasn't gonna play. And then, like I said, seeing these guys, we're playing with 7 guys, and guys playing 38, 40 minutes, we just don't have enough bodies. Leaving on the floor, Walker Kessler is playing 5, Najee's playing 5. Just added a little bit more motivation for me to. I was already motivated to get back, but a little bit more motivation seeing those guys battle each and every night, leaving it out on the floor. So, like I said, there's no doubt in my mind I was going to come back.
You played out there next to Kai Jones tonight, obviously, him being at center, you being at the floor. When you're able to feed a guy like that for a dunk, I guess, what does that do for you personally?
Not really for me, but just put the defense in the bond. Are you going to step up and help, on me? And now he's getting drop-off dunks, or you leaving Clay and PJ, all these guys in the corner, Spencer for threes. or if you don't step up, then I'll go finish. So I put the defense in the bond when you got a guy like that who's able to play above the rim. He actually almost hit his head on the backboard on a lob in the second half. So he's very athletic, great around the rim, and he's only getting better.
How many games you think it'll be where you'll be back where you want comfortably in?
I'll just take it one game at a time. I'm not sure. I'm a rhythm player. I feel good today. Feel like I had a great rhythm. To be honest, I wasn't trying to force anything. But at the end of the day, game by game, I know I'll get better and better. And most importantly, we're just trying to get the wins and stack wins to be able to either create some separation in game or the guy that's in front of us.
Appreciate it.
Yep.
Appreciate it.
All right, a lot to unpack there from AD. Kendrick, where would you like to start?
Yeah. That he actually say he feels good, body feels good. Give me indication he's not playing tomorrow. He's gonna give it a go on Thursday. I think when they play Orlando, so that's the next game. Um, but right now, he's got to play. Seriously, he's got to play because I guess tomorrow it's probably gonna be the final game you see Kessler Jones play. I mean, so what a way to, excuse me, Kessler Edwards play. What a way to go out MSG. So that probably be him out, Kessler Edwards in. So that they pretty much they out of body, so he's got to play. So but they still got a chance to get that 10th spot and even try to get higher if they wanted to. Right now, I'll let you finish up with AD. But right, quick update. Halftime, the Milwaukee Bucks lead the Phoenix Suns 58-54. And at the half, another team is on the Mavericks only 2 games back of the 9th seed. The Sacramento Kings, they're trailing the Boston Celtics 56-51 at the half as we speak right now. But going back to AD, yeah, man, he looked good out there, looked sharp, looked like he didn't have any discomfort. He says he's a rhythm player. His body felt good tonight. Let's hope that continues. For the Mavs to have a shot to do this thing to get into the tournament. That's all you can at this point. That's all you can ask for is to get into the tournament and see what and throw your chips down and see what happens. But he looked good out there. Pretty sure, but he's gonna step up in class against Orlando, much tougher competition than the Brooklyn Nets. It was already a winnable game whether AD played or not. But leads tomorrow night. See if you can try to steal one. No Jalen Brunson, so an opportunity. Try to steal one if you can. But yeah, man, he looked good tonight. Look, no discomfort. It looked like he was mobile all the way around. No lingering issues, and that's all you could want. So that's good news as for the Mavs and their outlook as far as trying to get into the play-in.
He says that as far as the run where I think we're going to the finals. He said we just need to get our bodies back, Gaff and Lively, and then we'll go from there.
You keep saying going to the finals, and I don't know what you're talking about. We're not going to the finals. We're winning 4 straight championships. All right, that's the greatest basketball player I've ever seen. All right, you're doing this disjustice, and I want you to apologize to me for saying that. You should be ashamed of yourself. Yes, you should be ashamed of yourself for even mentioning going to the finals. It should be all about winning the championship. That's the third time you've done that, and the first 2 times I let it go. I'm not letting it go on the third time. So either get with the program or sign yourself off. One or the other. Okay, back to you.
Usually I don't do this. I don't like to go behind the scenes and pull evidence. Here, I like to keep things private here, but I don't know if you guys know this, but we have a group chat, and in this group chat, we have conversations, and this morning, I put out that AD was coming back. And just out of the blue nowhere, there's a quote here, and I want to quote. I wish I could show it on my phone, but I don't want to do that. Quote here, as I said, about AD come back. Let's hope his groin agrees. This is from the guy to the left of me right now. He put this on here, and then I want to read you a long paragraph he wrote here. So AD says, I'm here against Brooklyn. Wow, I mean, do the Mavs need AD against Brooklyn? I mean, playing against Brooklyn is sort of like punching down for the great AD, especially if he doesn't play tomorrow night against the Knicks. I mean, that where we would really need him, right? But you know what they say, scared money don't make money. But if he's a great AD, he will play tomorrow and also would dominate, right?
Yeah.
So this whole thing that he's trying to come on here like he's this whole it's a facade. It's a facade.
I'm trying to see where the lie was. I'm trying to see where the lie was. He's the great. I've been saying, have I not said on the show, the great AD? He's the great AD. He should. I mean, and I was very disappointed.
Let's hope his groin agrees with him playing.
Did I lie?
Yeah,
I don't want. Yeah. I mean, no, I did not. I did not. That's how I don't.
I mean, there are a ton of groin jokes in this.
I mean, who wants to see a guy get injured? I mean, let's hope he doesn't catch another groin injury. We trying to win the championship. I just needed proof, actual proof, and I saw it right here. He finished the game and he was dominant. I saw the best basketball player. I saw the best big man. I saw the I saw the best big man in basketball. Better than Giannis, better than Joker. I saw the best big man in basketball. Right. So I just needed confirmation that it actually was him. Now I'm all aboard. Let's get it on. Let's get the ship on sails. Yes, I was concerned about his growing because I don't want him getting injured out here and then ruin it for next season. Hey, but if he's ready to go, he feels good. Hey, man, you know what? I thought my head in with anybody else. Let's get the ship on the road. And if the great Walt Chisholm says we are starting the parade right where a man got half his head blown off, I say let's get the parade started. I'm all aboard. Let's get it done.
Okay. All right. Well, I agree with you. Well, all right. So the Mavericks
I
gonna be.
I know because I'm right.
From the New York Knicks tomorrow, and then they're gonna be taking on the Orlando Magic on Thursday.
That's AD side right
Saturday they're gonna be taking on the Chicago Bulls. That's how the
I definitely should play against that way. Back home in Chicago, I definitely expect AD to put up 50 in his hometown.
Actually, that game is here.
No, that's in Chicago. That's the monster East Coast trip. That's in Chicago.
What game do they? I thought they got a game where they come back here.
Yeah, against Brooklyn. They got a 4-game. They on the midst of a 4-game road trip. And then when that 4-game road trip is up,
you're right. Next Monday in Brooklyn is when
they go back home to play Brooklyn. So I'm fully suspect AD to get 50 in his home back in his hometown.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, it's AD.
Come home to get the ice tray.
Yeah, it's AD. It's all about AD.
We get to come home to see Ice Tray Sunday.
Yeah.
Next Wednesday. And then Clippers and the Mat. Oh, Luka's coming to town. Luka's gonna be coming to town next what day is that?
Maybe it may be just Luka, because when I saw LeBron get blocked by the rim, he may be done. He may be done.
On the 9th of April. Luka's coming to town.
It may just been Luka. I saw LeBron get blocked by the rim. He may be done. Never seen that before. I've never seen that before. You by himself too.
All right, man. So we'll be back tomorrow night when the Mavs take on the New York Knicks. Hey, it looks like the game is at 6:30. So
it's 6:30.
So
early start.
Tomorrow night. We'll be back tomorrow night. But
see
until
Kessler
then,
Edwards' last game.
Yeah, until then, keep your feet on the ground, keep reaching for the stars. Always do his best for business. If we don't see you around, then we'll see you around live tomorrow night when the Mavs take on the New York Knicks.
Still a great night.